So Australia it is. They will take on South Africa in a one-on-one, winner-takes-all grand final.
What a cracker.
But don't laugh too soon. The grand finale is an excruciating display of strength, agility and perseverance. This 5-kilometre beach run includes climbing, tyre flipping, carrying an array of interesting objects along the way. The teams will also have to carry weighted down jerrycans for 4 of the 5 kilometres.
Looks like the toughest challenge to date. Up and over obstacles, you're flipping a big tyre on the beach, you're running along the beach, you're carrying jerry cans, which I think each weigh 20 kilograms. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's going to be very, very, very challenging.
At long last, the grand finale.
When we all met, the Aussie team, we're going to be good if it was a Southern Hemisphere final, wouldn't it? In my heart, I didn't believe we'd be in the final. But I'd always worked towards it.
The scoreboard from the last few weeks has been wiped clean, turning this final challenge into a winner-takes-all battle. Whoever crosses that finish line first wins the Photonis Ultimate Forces Challenge.
We came here to win. We had the intent to win. We came with South Africa's strongest. We knew we had an opportunity. We were hungry and we're determined for this.
This is the final. May the best team win. You will start in 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off for the final face-off in this year's Ultimate Forces Challenge.
The South Africans are brilliant on those structures, but the Aussies, we've worked out how to get in there as a team and climb all over each other and get over it. So we sort of kept together.
Since Wayne's injured leg keeps him from competing, the officials have decided that South Africa should also only compete with 5 athletes.
Because there were only 5 people in the final, one of us had to sit out Celeste, but she was on the outside and just, motivating us, telling us what to do, helping us in terms of strategy.
Let's go.
Both South Africa and Australia send ahead teams to tackle the 25-metre tyre flip. One of their athletes struggle over the rope, while both teams make up strategies on the fly.
We knew that it wasn't going to be a sprint, it was going to be a marathon. It was surprisingly tough. While certain members struggle over the first obstacle, somewhat surprisingly, the Aussies make it a neck-and-neck race. And even though they were as surprised as anyone that they made it to the grand finale, Australia showed no signs of lying down for the South Africans. If you're going to ask me, did I expect Australia to be in the final with us? If you asked me day one, I would have definitely said no. If you asked me yesterday, I would have definitely said no. So today, I think there was a big twist in the storyline, and surprisingly, they came out on top and got to stand up next to us.
The South Africans finished the second rope climb first and are able to go to the next part, while the Australians get their last members over the obstacle.
We thought it best that we make that big gap early on so that we can just maintain the pace, keep ahead of them.
Celeste and Wayne can see from afar the gap between the South Africans and the Australians is widening. Adam's hamstring injury, which has plagued him throughout the whole competition, hampers the Australians again.
Well, certainly Adam's hamstring held us up a little bit, but we gelled together as a team. It was just a matter of keeping everyone moving forward.
Back at the start, the teams have to go over the ropes again before they're allowed to head to the jerrycans.
The more the endurance or the longer the challenge, the better we are. We're built to go for long.
It was a very good final. It's something I enjoy doing, long workouts and so on, so definitely enjoyed it a lot. It was good.
Having gone over the ropes 5 times now, the South Africans are the first to race towards the jerrycans. The gap between them and the Australians is now a full 1 rope obstacle.
South Africa were monsters, they were just amazing.
Everything went according to plan. We operated as a team, we stuck to our strategy, we did what we needed to do.
Having fatigued practically every muscle in their body during the previous parts, carrying those jerrycans takes a lot of willpower.
15 kgs on each side, boys.
I think the big trick with us was our ladies. They really pulled it through for us. They're very, very strong.
Still, the race is not over. But by now, the gap between the two teams is just too large.
We knew we were up against it because the South Africans are a very strong team, and we were a bit hampered by injuries, but taking nothing away from the efforts of our team. Fantastic team effort. We all got in there and helped each other. The girls didn't give up. Adam kept plugging away with his leg. It was brilliant. We couldn't have done better than what we did.
With the end in sight, South Africa used their last bit of reserve energy to finish this gruelling challenge. Dwayne and Dina are the first to cross the finish line, and the time will stop, as always, when the last athlete crosses that line. Diana crosses the line, followed by Victor, and then they're officially recognised as the winners of this edition of the Ultimate Forces Challenge.
It says number 1, baby. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry, Australia. Number 1.
Not too far behind, Team Australia is still struggling with the Jerrycans. The South Africans show true team spirit by running back on the track for some genuine moral support.
I was concentrating when they passed the finish, but I didn't even have to put my head up. I could hear them cheering us on.
Come on, pick up the pace. Come on, you can do it.
You got it, brother, you got it.
I didn't cry, but it was really gorgeous, you know, that they would come back.
Come on, Robin, 6.
Even if it's your direct opponent, true sportsmanship.
You believe and you're not done until the last person is over the finish line.
Come, Robin. Come on.
Come on, how bad you want it? There we go.
Going back and helping Australia over the finish line was something that we enjoy doing, and once everyone is over, we can all celebrate.
Well done. Well done.
And with both South Africa and Australia over the finish line as brothers in arms, their mission has finally been completed.
There's been great